we can play both.
Personal foul number 20 for the Raiders. WIAA Johnson, second personal. Team 4.
Exactly what had happened. The other thing too is that what you hear in some of these clips, you know how Matt LaFleur will be generous with us and sometimes talk for 15 or 20 minutes? You'd be lucky to get a 3-minute interview post-game out of Vince Lombardi. but, he was not a very nice man when it came to the media.
Yeah, Mike, and I've said that before, we do get good time with Matt LaFleur. I mean, I know that a lot of coaches have to spend the time now via the NFL, but you do, I mean, for people that want to rip it, you do, we're pretty lucky to get that kind of time with them.
Yeah, learn about the game, learn about the situations, and, if you're a smart coach, that's what your fans are looking for. It's like, well, they want to coach and play along with you. It just makes the game that much more interesting. And for some of us, it keeps us employed.
Yes, it does. That's for sure. Mike, great stuff. Enjoy Minneapolis. We will talk to you after the game on Sunday night, okay?
Thank you, Bill. Happy New Year.
Appreciate it. Happy New Year to everybody. We hope to see you at Boondocks Barbecue Burgers and Brews coming up on Sunday night for the Packer Watch Party and the Greenville Postgame Show. Grant, have a great show, man. Enjoy playing the guitar and ringing in the new year, pal.
Yeah, have a great New Year. I'll talk to you next year, Bill. Enjoy the week.
Talk to you next year, next Tuesday. That's it. Until then, time for us to go. Have a go.
Central Wisconsin's original ESPN-FM, 92.3 WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield. You're out, you're about, but you watch your Dan Patrick. Well, good news, he goes everywhere with you. If you missed the show, you can podcast it. If you want to see the show, just go to Peacock, and we stream it live every weekday. Watch past episodes, too. The Dan Patrick Show, available anywhere you are, any way you want it. Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show. I love Dan Patrick. Oh my God. Home to the biggest guests and best sports talk on radio. I love it. One of my favorite. Normally home to Dan Patrick. Hope you miss us. But today, Dan and the Danettes are off. Don't see another radio show behind my back. And filling in, it's Steve Covino and Rich Davis. Here we go. That's good. Broadcasting from the Mercedes Man Cave, this is the Dan Patrick Show. Yo, what's going on? CNR in for DP on Fox Sports Radio. You know what this is, Rich? What's this? Day 3 of the Dan Patrick hat-trick. Let's go. I think what happened was you said that one time, the boss was like, oh yeah, Dan Patrick hat-trick. So every time DP's off, I know we're locked in for 3 shows. Number 3. Yeah, that's how it works. Again, Covino out here in Jersey visiting the firm for the holidays. Rich Davis, Danny G, Perfect Spot, everybody on the west side. We're live from Mercedes-Benz Studios. The vehicles are all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes or more at MESA.com/EQS. And this year, resolve to keep your family safer than ever with Simply Safe. Dan Patrick trusts Simply Safe in his own home. Recommends it to everybody. Save 20% on your new system with a Fast Protect plan by visiting SimplySafeDan.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Well, a Friday show. What the hell are we going to get to first? There's so much to talk about in the NFL, in life. It's the last day, the last show of the year. I can't believe it. Cheers to you, buddy. As I sip my cheers, buddy. Cheers, coffee, cheers. Good day, good morning. What are you boozing at 6 a.m.? No, coffee. Cheers to you. Yeah, but you never know because it's a casual Friday during the ain't quite of the holiday season, so anything's possible because calories don't count, nothing matters. Everybody's just sort of coasting and zombieing through the day. We will ready for the weekend, ready for the holiday. Let me tell you, it's abundantly clear that once the new year starts,
Coach about name pronunciation.
I'm rolling my eyes at myself. Once the new year starts, I'm really buckled down on my diet and gym again. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like such an ass even saying it. 3 back there, no. Rebound. I want to start something new. Do it today. And in my mind, I'm like, no, spend the next couple days just finishing up the damage that I started. And then start my new routine. Like, what's the point? What's the point now? After the show today, I'm taking my kids to do a little snow tubing this weekend, watching some football. I'll start the new routine. Right.
I'm in Jersey ready for all the games this weekend. Am I supposed to pass on pizza? Trust me, I haven't at all.
When you're at mom and dad's house and they're like, hey, Steve, I'm going to go get some Taylor ham, egg, and cheeses. You're going to say, Dad, I'm on my new diet. Get the hell out of here.
Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the day. Worry about it after the holidays. Get on your grind after that. But enjoy your Friday, and let's enjoy the show. Like I said, anything's possible. That's Joey Flacco. Gotta talk about him.
Hell, 72 hours of gluttony, and then we, change our lives. Right, Nick Cope? Right, Danny G? Then we get with it. We're going to get to a lot today, and, I want to start with Joe Flacco, but I want to let people know we are going to talk about poor Joker. The struggles of being a famous NBA star, something he's not down with, and we got to decide, would you want all that attention and fame? Is that something you deep down inside like, I would love that? Or is that just a pain in the ass?
I mean, it seems we live in a world where everybody wants it more than ever.
Yeah, people chase fame, so interesting quote from the Joker. We'll get to that
this way before we get to it. With social media and people posting things all the time, are they bragging or are they sharing? Right? And are they bragging in hopes to get lots of likes, to become famous, to get that moment, to get that little taste of what it's all about? I like to justify what we do is promoting the show. We're promoting our show.
You're a loophole, though. That's a loophole. It's a loophole. It really is. But, Danny, ever think of that when you see posts on social media? Is the person bragging or sharing? Nick, you ever think of that? It's a tricky question.
It's a very fine line to ride to know.
Like let's say you're on a little vacation with your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
You posted pictures of Nick Cope on a mountaintop. Are you sharing? Or are you bragging like, look at me on a mountaintop?
I'm bragging, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm bragging.
Hey, you go to a ball game. You had a ball game this weekend. You go to Michigan, Alabama in the playoffs.
I am.
Yeah, I just, but like, that seems like a petty way to look at someone saying, look at my happiness. Like, I want to share that happiness. That's the other side. You're happy. But then to call that bragging just seems like you're the one who has the problem. You're the one who's just being jealous and petty at that.
Well, that's why it's a fine line.
Yeah, right? Like, let's say you make your way back to one of the first Detroit Lion playoff games in decades. And you're there and you get good seats and, there's Perfett on the sideline, got his Fox Sports pass. And you post pictures. Is that Perfett sharing, like, look at my loving Lions, or is that him being like, look at me bragging, I'm at the game? No, if you think I'm bragging at that point, that's a you problem. I'm sorry. Like, I think people have this relationship with social media. Like, I don't, people pathologize it however they want. I don't see it that way. I just don't. Like, if you're saying, oh, that person's bragging, that's not if there wasn't a bragging layer, everyone's wife and girlfriend wouldn't take 20 pictures of the same thing to pick just the right one to post.
I think low-key bragging is when I'm taking a little video of myself and I'm showing my mansion behind me, and I'm, panning the camera around my mansion.
All those guys who say they're like economic masters or grind set masters on Instagram, like your Vaynerchucks, those are the guys who do the bragging. Interesting. You know what? I want to think about it more. We'll discuss later the fine art of bragging or sharing on social media, and it does tie into the Joker, Jokic, saying how. I'm sorry, Jokic, not Jokic. Jokic talking about how fame is not necessarily for everyone. We're also going to talk about our favorite serious and sort of BS sports story of the year. So think about that. What's your favorite story of the year? A fun one and a real one.
Because during the grumble of the holiday season, everybody starts doing their countdowns, right? My number one moment of 2023. Number one of sports. What? Coming in at number one, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year.
But we're not going to do list radio. We're just going to go around and each game.
Number 5.
If you pick like
number 4.
If you pick a serious one,
number 3.
You're off the list. Like if you're like, my favorite moment was when
number 9.
When LeBron passed Kareem. Yes. Like that's not on the list.
Number 6.
You know what's on the list? Like Marianne Go. Becoming the number one Chargers fan in the world.
Number 1.
Stuff like that. So we'll go over the best moments of 2023. We'll talk some Jokic. We'll do our pick 6, which we do every week, which is the top 6 closest games to choose, and we'll see who does the best. And like you said, Cavino, well, let's kick right into Joey Flacco.
He's the story, man. He's the guy right now. Everybody loves him. it's so funny how, he goes from no one caring about him to now people are chanting his name in Cleveland. It's amazing. 309 yards, 3 tutties, 1 interception, but the Browns beat the Jets 37-20. And the dude's just looking solid. All of a sudden, he's the guy again. And it's just good to see because, again, it goes to show you, like the Drew Lock story. Like, you're still the man. You still got it. But for whatever reason, people, when the public or when coaches or when the world says you're done for that minute, I guess you have to pretend you're done. But when you get that opportunity, you got to step it up. Well, those are the inspiring stories of sports because you just want to keep seeing them do it. Because for whatever reason, too, Rich, I don't know if it's because of sports, because of television. Like, his 38 seems like he's 58 out there. Right? Like, that's how you would make it. He's such a young man.
Well, look at it this way, Covino. To quote Liam Neeson, I have a special set of skills. Everyone's got a special set of skills. And it's different for a lineman and a kicker and a quarterback and whatever you do for your job, whatever you do for a living. Am I dreaming? Didn't Crosby come back to kick last week?
He was dreaming it.
Am I dreaming about kicking?
It's possible.
I feel like Crosby came back last week. I'll look that up. But, he was sitting around. It's like, come back to the NFL. You can still kick. Mason Crosby's back. Someone fact check that for me. And then you see Flacco, who, like you said, was chilling. He gets the call. You see that with linemen all the time, like,
chilling on his couch as the story goes. You gotta really sell the story, He's
chilling on his couch.
Just chilling on his couch, scratching himself, eating pizza, hanging out. Now look at him.
Daddy, is that right?
Yeah, he made his return to the NFL on Christmas. For the first time when it wasn't the Packers, it was in the New York Giants 35-25 loss to the Eagles.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw Crosby back. And
he made a 52-yarder.
Yeah, and I thought to myself, 52-yarder, and they made it seem like a week ago, this guy was sitting at the park, chilling, doing nothing, going to, sitting at Starbucks with his laptop, and now he's kicking in the NFL again. You see it with linemen all the time. They called this guy up. He's back on the team. Covino's right. They always say sitting on his couch.
Sitting on his couch. He was moving furniture, working at a warehouse. He was doing nothing. Now look at him. But it is really cool, man. One of the coolest parts. Yeah, he was changing diapers at home.
Stealing microwave ovens.
Yeah, getting yelled at by his wife 2 weeks ago. Now he's a hero.
Yeah, he was hanging Christmas lights, and now he's kicking.
Joey Flacco had a game, and again, remember, we played with the Jets, Rich, and the cool part about it, too, the full circle moment was at the end of the game after the win, when he jokes with C.J. Mosley about the Browns chanting his name. And like, that S is crazy, man. Like, who would have ever thought he'd be out there again, and people would be chanting his name? If anything, I'm not trying to call you out, Rich, because it's sort of everybody in the room. He was kind of like the joke, like, can you believe he won a Super Bowl?
Oh, I mean, Joe Flacco is on the list of, I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, I'm saying he is on the list of probably the lower tier quarterbacks that have won a Super Bowl. No knock on him. But Fed, isn't there like a fun fact about Flacco?
Yeah, so since we're doing Dan Patrick, we don't have the music for stat of the day here, but this via Ben Axelrod. Joe Flacco has thrown for 300 yards in his last 4 games. To put that in perspective, Baker Mayfield did it in just 10 times in 60 games with the Browns. Deshaun Watson has yet to do it once in his first 12 games with the Browns.
He's lighting it up on a whole new level, and Flacco is one of those guys that I believe he was invited to one Pro Bowl, didn't go because his wife was expecting. He's won a Super Bowl, but he's never been considered an elite guy, so it's sort of a cool story that later in his career he found a nice little...
He was always that guy who's like, he really turned it on for that one postseason. That was a great postseason run, but he was always just this random gunslinger quarterback who could really throw it, but was never really someone you trusted.
Yeah, but this run that he's having now, 4-1 with the Browns coming off his couch, these 300-yard games, I feel like maybe that changes the narrative a little bit of the perception we had of him. Meaning, like, maybe he did have a lot more juice and he was better than we thought. If he's able to do it now, he just wasn't getting the opportunities in the past few years.
I heard he was skimming the pool and changing diapers.
Yeah.
And I heard he was picking some lemons off his tree in the yard.
Breaking the leaves 2 weeks ago.
And he was organizing the pantry.
And did. Yeah, he was redoing the pantry, and he got the call. But
some kitchens and
don't forget about his great postseason record. He's 10-5 in the playoffs.
So the guy delivers, and I want to talk about a few different layers here: the Cleveland Browns and Joe Flacco. Number one, the great story that you're right. We joke.
Number one.
We joke, raking leaves, sitting in his house on his couch, changing diapers. We get it. He was not playing.
He was balancing the chemicals in his pool.
And now here he is, back in action, as Profet dropped the facts and the fun facts about, more passing yards than the previous quarterbacks who, were the franchise guys. I think the perception of the Cleveland Browns is confusing to a lot of people, and it can't be just me. And if it is, well then hell, it's just me. The Cleveland Browns were a team that whether or not you liked Baker Mayfield or not, they were intriguing. You're like, wow, Cleveland deserves something. We hadn't seen them win since we were kids and Bernie Kosar was playing and Ernest Biner was running the ball. So it had been a minute. So when Baker Mayfield came in, you're like, wow, can the Cleveland Browns be a competitive team for years to come now?
Pause, by the way. Those are two guys in competition for maybe comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Flacco and Mayfield. It really is a toss-up.
So you look at a team like the Browns when Baker was there, it didn't turn out the way they wanted, but he did take a team that was garbaggio. Sucio. It was trash. And he made them competitive, took them to the playoffs.
Basura.
And then there was that vibe of like, wow, whether or not you like Baker or not, the Browns sort of stabbed them in the back, and they went with Deshaun Watson. And then when the Watson bad stories came out about the massages, that must be really tight, all those massages.
Very sore.
Very sore.
Very, very sore.
And you went from saying, oh wow, the Cleveland Browns, they're not my team, but I wouldn't mind seeing them win if my team doesn't win. They deserve it. To, they went with Deshaun Watson? Yeah, I'm back to not caring about him. And then I think we just switched again to, oh, what a fun story. Now
and Joey Flacco helps it even more, not only by the Joey Flacco story, but by the picture he paints at the end of the game when he talks about...
He painted a picture too?
Oh, he's a great painter. I mean, he's got Bob Ross sort of skills. No, when he talks about that, Cleveland is such a football city, and, you only get that here, and what we're seeing is the foundations of a great organization. And, he's saying all the right things to get you fired up about what football means to Cleveland, too.
First team, I believe, in NFL history to make the postseason with 4 different starting quarterbacks throughout the year, which is sort of a wild stat, too, to think about how you got to give Stefanski credit, too, to sort of, keeping those guys focused on, hey, listen, next guy up, let's win. Because that's not easy to say.
Resilient AF. It's a resilient team who rolls with the punches, and they're being led by a guy who's done it.
Could I give you a story? You know me, besides hanging out with my kids and, having fun, what do? I'm always on that playoff simulator, right? That's what I'm on the couch. I'm on my couch, yeah.
Asking your wife where your socks are.
Yeah, besides grabbing my wife's butt and, playing with my kids and having fun, I'm always looking up NFL stats and playoff simulators, and I want to throw this out there because it's not that realistic. But there is a way that the Cleveland Browns could be the number 1 seed in the AFC. And it's not like, the percentages in Vegas are like less than 5%. But guess what it is? Possible. Can I just give you the 4 things that need to happen?
I know what it is, yeah.
The 4 things that need to happen, because what a story that would be, because imagine if the playoffs had to go through Cleveland. First of all, what you need to happen this week, you already had Cleveland beat the Jets, so that's step 1. Step 2 is you need the Dolphins to beat the Ravens, which is certainly not impossible. That could be a big letdown loss to the Ravens after a big ass whooping of the 49ers. So the Dolphins would need to beat the Ravens. And then next week, in week 18, you would need the Ravens to drop one.
Join us now for H7 Girls Basketball on WIAA.
The Ravens would need to lose to the Steelers.
The Marshfield Tigers face Oshkosh West
at the Marshfield Tiger Girls Basketball Classic at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. That's up next on Sports Radio 92 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. Tiger Basketball on WOSQ is brought to us by Flacco Brothers Corporation, Merritt Electric, Culver's of Marshfield, Next Home Hub City Realty, Air Country Farm Credit Services, The Sports Den, Victory Apparel, and Partners Bank of Marshfield, Spencer and Stratford. It's Marshfield Tiger Basketball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ. Good afternoon and welcome to the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. High school girls basketball action today on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. Today, the Marshfield Tigers face the Oshkosh West Wildcats in round 2 of the Marshfield Tiger Girls Basketball Holiday Tournament. I'm Gene DeLisio. Good to have you with us for Tiger Basketball this evening here on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Tough day yesterday for the Marshfield Tiger Girls Basketball team. The Tigers lost to Hudson last night 61-42. Sounds like that ball game was not close. However, it was for the first half. Marshfield actually led that ball game at halftime last night, but Hudson outscored the Tigers in the second half 42-19 to go ahead and win the ball game by 19 points. Meanwhile, Oshkosh West and Wausau West meeting in their first round ball game yesterday. That game went handily by Oshkosh West 78-43. Oshkosh West does have a standout ball player, Paige Secar, a 6-foot senior, averaging 13.3 points per game, a 4-year starter for Oshkosh West, and a young lady who will play college basketball next season for Marshfield's Brad Fisher at UW-Oshkosh. Now, Paige does have some scholarship offers from several Division II programs, but is choosing to stay close to home and play for the Oshkosh Titans next season. Also, this Oshkosh West Ball Club is coached by a familiar face, former Spencer High School sports standout Kiki Phillips, back once again this year as the Oshkosh West girls basketball coach. Kiki, now known as Kenesha Goss, and she's had good success with this Oshkosh West girls basketball team. They finished 16-9 a year ago, the first time that Oshkosh West has been above 500 since 2014. And this year, the Wildcats off to a 7-4 start. Now, in the first game out here this afternoon, Hudson defeated Wausau West by a final score of 63-43. That's Marshfield and Oshkosh West in the Marshfield Girls Basketball Tournament here.
Imagine going through a week without any electricity. It wouldn't be easy, would it? Every hour, every day, we rely on the electricity to power our homes, our businesses, and our schools. Marshfield Utilities, our community-owned, not-for-profit public power utility, delivers reliable, reasonably priced, safe service every hour of every day. It's good for consumers, business, our community, and the nation. Let's celebrate our public power utility.
We're talking now with Marshfield Tiger basketball coach Taylor Varsho as Marshfield faces Oshkosh West in round 2 of the Marshfield Tiger girls basketball tournament here at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse. And that was a tough one for the Tiger girls last night, Taylor, losing to Hudson even though they led at halftime. Big second half for Hudson gave that ball game to that ball club. What do you take away from a ball game like that? What do you try to impart to your ball players after a contest like that?
Yeah, I think Coach Sawyer and I, we had film after our game last night, and I think we cleared up a couple things just with our transition offense, but you're never really worried about a team when you keep winning and winning. You are worried about a team when you keep winning and winning. We knew that this stretch was going to be tough for us, and it's when we lose, how do we bounce back from that? And the way we lost yesterday was a little disappointing in my eyes and my coaching staff's eyes. but I just thought, there was nobody on the floor yesterday to take that kind of leadership and ownership and really turn the tables a little bit. And basketball is kind of like a roller coaster sometimes. You have some great moments, you're going to have some bad moments, and you can't dwell on those bad moments. So we at shoot-around this morning, we covered a couple things with transition defense of getting back, and as a coaching staff too, we looked at what could have we done differently. Well, we could probably have changed up our defense a little bit. We could have adjusted, maybe not pressing the whole entire game, and I thought our girls got tired. So when you play back-to-back games like this, I got to do a better job of really reading that, understanding that, and sometimes we're not fit to press 84 feet the whole entire game. So I got to get better at that as well. So and changing up the defenses, we practiced that a little bit today as well. So we're always looking to get better, and now is the time where you want to be playing good competition. You want to be playing the Hudsons, the Kimberleys, the Hortons, those good ball clubs. So it's disheartening how we lost yesterday, but it's also early in the season. We're still in December, which is the beauty of the game of basketball.
You touched on something that I thought of last night during that ball game. In the second half, you've got 3 seniors on the floor, plus a junior who's a 3-year starter, and you're waiting for someone to step up and take charge of the ball game, and nobody did that. That had to be a bit concerning for you as well.
Absolutely. We talk about leadership all the time. We talk about communication all the time, and when things aren't going your way, that's when leadership needs to step in and needs to be present. You look at Russell West, who is 2-7 as their record, and I think Kelly Cray does a fantastic job. Their senior going on to play at the next level. She communicates every single possession, and we told that to the girls yesterday, thinking that someone would eventually, we keep saying the same things over and over and over again, and it's truly, it's hard because I can't call time out after every possession, but I feel like sometimes you have to coach every single thing that they're doing, and sometimes it just takes one person to get the troop to rally, and energy finds the ball. It's just Hudson was making shots, and we couldn't stop him, and our ball, our offensive end, the ball wasn't going through the net either. So I think at the 11-minute mark is when we hit our first shot, and we're all learning. It's not that, because they're juniors and seniors now, they need to lead. I've seen them lead. Last night we just didn't portray that on the floor.
Oshkosh West today, and a nice job done by Kiki the last few years to kind of rebuild that program. Tell us what we'll see from Oshkosh West this afternoon.
Yeah, they got another scholarship kid on there in their squad tonight, and number 22. Number 4 shot the ball really well for them yesterday. So we'll have to defend. We'll have to really defend on the outside with their shots as well as inside. So they're not as big as Hudson, but we just have to do the little things right. And sometimes, maybe we put too much emphasis on the other team and maybe not enough on us as a whole. But I think if we do the little things right, hustle, effort, all 50-50 balls are ours, rebound and run. I think, if you watched the game yesterday, you'll see, our point guard dribbled down the floor all the way to three-point line and then made a decision. What made Hudson so successful, before half court, they were making a decision and they're going downhill. And they stepped over the line, made a couple free throws, made a couple outside shots. That's hard to guard. So hopefully we can get back to how we played basketball in November and early December, and hopefully come out with a win tonight.
Marshfield Tiger girls basketball coach Taylor Varsho. Tigers facing Oshkosh West this afternoon in round 2 of the Marshfield Tiger girls basketball tournament. Stay with us here on WOSQ this evening for college football action. It's the Cotton Bowl from Dallas, matching Ohio State and Missouri. Our broadcast begins at 6:30 this evening on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. More of our pregame report from the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Trudeau Construction Marshfield, a family-owned company since 1976, specializing in custom home building and remodeling. Visit TrudeauSite.net. The Hearing House, hearing aids and services that make your house a hearing house. They help Wisconsin hear with 5 great locations. And Edward Jones, Ryan Kaiser, financial advisor, making sense of investing and help creating a long-term financial strategy designed for you. Member FDIC.
Stay with us. High school basketball action this afternoon on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com, as well as AleskiSports.com. Marshfield and Oshkosh West girls basketball today in round 2 of the Marshfield Tiger girls basketball tournament. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger basketball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as AleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield, watching this ball game as we get set for tip-off here at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse today. Here are the starting lineups for this ball game. For Oshkosh West, Brenna Geary, 5'8" senior, averaging 4.7 points per game. Lena Hammond, 5'9" senior, averaging 9.1. Charlie Martin, 5'7" senior, averaging 6.2. Morgan Tobin, 5'7" senior, averaging 5 points per game. And Paige Sekar, 6' senior, averaging 13.3 points per game. Oshkosh West is coached by Kenesha Goss, better known to Central Wisconsin sports fans as former Spencer High School standout Kiki Phillips. The Wildcats are 7-4 overall and 4-3 in the Fox Valley Association. Kiki's overall record at Oshkosh West in 6 years, 56 wins and 75 losses. She's assisted by Marina Cadet and Amber LaSalle. For the Marshfield Tigers today, Zeta Kolbeck, 5'4" junior, averaging 8 points per game. Ashley Grankorvitz, 5'11" senior, averaging 17 points per game. Rayala Schuler, 5'10" senior, averaging 9 points and 6.3 rebounds per game. Ayana Bosom, 5'11" senior, averaging 8.2, and Emma Ridgway, 5'10" junior, averaging 4.8 points per game. The Tigers are coached by Taylor Varsho in her 6th season. The record is 73 wins and 52 losses. She's assisted by Scott Scheuer and Ron Kading. The Tigers are 8-2 overall and 4-0 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Tigers in white, Oshkosh West in dark uniforms. Looks like a dark blue. Good crowd on hand for afternoon basketball today at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse. Grankorvitz and Sekar on the center jump, 1 inch to Oshkosh West. Opening tip to Marshfield. Tiger ball in front court to our right. Kolbeck out top. Man-to-man defense by West. Anna Bosom holds near side Grankorvitz outside the arc. Trying to go inside to Schuler. Rayella not free. Now Kolbeck takes it back on the near wing. Standing dribble. Heads to the far side. Grankorvitz there. Baseline to Ridgway. Back outside Schuler. A lot of outside passing here. Bosom on the near wing. Holds outside the arc. Dribbles to the high post. Stop there. Baseline Grankorvitz once again. Looking inside. Now back out top again to Kolbeck. Tigers looking for a good shot here. Man-to-man defense by Oshkosh West. It looked like a man-to-man. Now down the lane, Kolbeck into Schuler. Goes up strong and lays it in. 2 for Rayella Schuler. Tigers grab a quick 2-0 lead. West ball in front court to our left. Sekar out top, picked up by Ridgway. Baseline Geary, 3-pointer on the way, too short. And Ridgway claims the rebound for Marshfield. Tigers back on the attack. Far side to Kolbeck. Schuler top of the circle. Goes baseline to Grankorvitz below the basket for the lay-in. Grankorvitz with the assist by Rayella Schuler. Nice pass from out top by Rayella. Marshfield leads by 4. West back down the floor. Sekar on the far wing. Starts to drive on Ridgway. Kicks back outside to Charlie Martin. Near side here's Geary for 3 on the way. It rims out. And Kolbeck goes high for the rebound. Line lead pass for Ridgway. Broken up and deflected out of bounds down the floor. Marshfield will retain possession. We play just over 90 seconds, and Marshfield leads 4-0. Tigers inbounding, baseline front court. Kolbeck will look. Underneath, Grankorvitz goes up strong and overlays, and Sekar grabs the rebound for West. Oshkosh West back down the floor. Seacar, baseline. Here's a three-pointer on the way and missed by Martin. Rebound claimed by Tolman. Comes back outside again. Ball slapped away in the corner and grabbed by Kolbeck. And Zeta on the breakout. Stopped out top. Comes near side to Bosom. Downstairs to Schuler. WIAA on the low block. Comes back out to Grankorvitz. She'll drive to the baseline. Gets inside. Short jumper away and good. But an offensive foul. Actually knocked down a ball player in establishing position. And a foul coming here on Ashley Grankorvitz. Her first foul and the first Tiger team foul. Tigers' first turnover. Oshkosh West coming length of the floor, down by 4. Martin across the 10-second line. Pass inside, broken up, and picked off by Kolbeck. Oshkosh West turnover. Schuler, the front court to Grankorvitz. Stopped on the arc, passing into Ridgeway, but that ball was kicked by a West defender. And the ball goes out of bounds to Marshfield. Tigers inbounding. Baseline front court. Kolbeck will throw in. Still looking. Now comes underneath to Bosom. Ayana on the low block. Turns. Double team. Hands to Schuler. She drops the ball. Grabbed by West. Tiger turnover. West back down the floor. Seacar on the near wing. Drives on Ridgeway. Spins in the lane. Leans in. One-hander off the glass. And it rolls out of there. And the rebound played by Schuler in traffic. WIAA comes back to front court. Long lead past Ridgeway behind the defense, but the ball goes over her head, through her hands, out of bounds. So 3 early turnovers for Marshfield. 15-10 remaining. First half, Marshfield leads 4-0. Putting on some backcourt pressure. Charlie Martin has the ball for West. She'll come across the 10-second line, picked up by Schuler. Drives at the foul line, turned away there. Tolman on the far wing. Now passing inside to Seacar. Layup is up and in. Seacar from Tolman. Oshkosh West on the scoreboard. They trail by 2. Marshfield on offense. Grankorvitz on the far wing. Holds outside the arc on Martin. Back to Kolbeck. Zeta falls down. Ball's on the floor. Picked up by Geary. There's a West breakout. Lead past it for Hammond. She'll drive and miss the lay-in. Grankorvitz back for the rebound, but a Marshfield player down behind the play. And that's Zeta Kolbeck. Slowly coming off the floor under her own power. And Mackenzie Holm will come in to replace Zeta. 5'5" junior, averaging 3.1 points per game. 14:36 remaining, first half. Marshfield leads Oshkosh West 4-2. Tigers also bring in Haley Klum, 5'9" sophomore, averaging 4.2 points per game. Marshfield ball, home along the far sideline, trapped, but finds Schuler to the center line. Back outside, a bad pass is stolen by Oshkosh West. Picked off by Grace Lenz now in the ball game for West. As West basketball, far side Martin makes a move to the basket, but carries the basketball in doing so. And West turns the ball over. Grace Lenz in the ball game for Oshkosh West, 6'1" senior, averaging 5.6 points per game. Tigers up the floor, leading by 2. Bosom across the timeline to Schuler. Back out top, Grankorvitz swings far side to Bosom. Gets baseline. Hands inside to Klum. Her shot partially blocked and grabbed by Martin of Oshkosh West. Wildcats break back down the floor. Seacar top of the circle. Starts to drive, cut off. Baseline to Lenz. Now Martin gets it back on the far wing. Schuler giving here some room. Top of the circle, Hammond down the lane. And Holm grabs the basketball, creates a tie ball. Possession stays with Oshkosh West. Change for Oshkosh West. Kiana Williams, 5'6" senior, averaging 1.3 per game, comes in for Charlie Martin. 13:46 left first half. Marshfield leads 4-2. West inbounding, baseline front court. Pass comes near side to Seacar in the lane. She spins, comes back outside again. A 3 by Geary on the way. Missed, tipped around on the floor and grabbed by Mackenzie Holm. Mackenzie holds in backcourt, lobs ahead to Schuler. WIAA across the 10-second line. Holds it out top. Baseline Grankorvitz outside the arc. Ashley can't penetrate. Being harassed by Seacar into Schuler. Off balance shot of the lane, no good. Tipped out long and claimed by Mackenzie Holm. Tigers retain possession. Back out top, Bosom holds the basketball. Picked up by Lenz. Home on the far wing. Lobs inside to Bosom. A pass deflected and stolen by Lenz. West on the run out. Pass comes near side to Hammond. Goes baseline. Inside feed to Lenz, and she has the ball stripped loose, but a Tiger foul on the play. Each team starting slowly on the offensive end tonight. That call on Ayanna Bosom. Her first foul, second team foul.
Ayanna Bosom, first personal, team second.
Grace Lenz, 54% on the foul line, shooting 2 for Oshkosh West, line left. Her first try is away and good. For Oshkosh West, Morgan Toman back in the ballgame. And she'll replace Lena Hammond. 12:54 remaining, first half. Second free throw by Lenz, offline, pulled in by Bosom. Marshfield leads by 1. Long front court pass deflected and stolen by Geary. West back to forecourt. Geary can't get down the lane. Hands back outside again to Secar. Holds top of the circle. One-on-one with Grant Horvitz. Shoots over Ashley and misses. Ball kept alive by Schuler and tipped outside to Holm. McKenzie lobs across the line to Schuler. Starts to penetrate. Goes down the lane, cut off. Near side Klum. She goes baseline. Short jumper in the lane is missed. And the rebound claimed by Grace Lenz of Oshkosh West. And as Holm reaches in, she's called for a foul. First on Mackenzie Holm and the third Tiger team foul. Well, we played 5.5 minutes, so we have 3 baskets, 2 by Marshfield, 1 by Oshkosh West, plus 1 West free throw. West back down the floor, trailing by 1. Secar across the line on Grant Horvitz. Starts to drive, in the lane, cut off. Baseline to Geary, can't get off the 3. Back out top again, Tolman with it. Now Secar takes over, wants a screen from Lenz. Can't drive, baseline Geary. She'll attack in the lane, scoop shot away and missed. Bosom there for the rebound for Marshfield. Neither team doing real well on offense tonight. Marshfield back on offense, leading by 1. Bosom top of the key. Hands to Grant Horvitz on the near wing. Baseline to Schuler. Reala trying to back in, but she's turned away on the low block by Toman. Brings it back out top. Flings to the far corner, Grant Horvitz. Ashley for 3, offline. Weak side rebound, though, claimed by Mackenzie Holm. Tigers retain possession. Mackenzie to the circle. Far side Schuler, 3-pointer by Reala, up and missed. On the corner again, this time grabbed by Grace Lenz of Oshkosh West. Wildcats to forecourt, down by 1. Secar top of the key. Far side hits Tolman outside the arc. Bosom giving her some room. Flings it back near side. That pass stolen by Grant Horvitz. Actually has a run out. She'll drive that overlay. Now the rebound claimed by Secar. West has it right back. Still down by 1. Secar on the far wing. To the baseline. Hits Williams in the corner. Now top again. Toman comes back near side. Geary drives. Lost the ball in the corner. Comes back to Lenz, and she's bumped and fouled on the play by a Tiger defender. That call on Haley Klum. First on Haley and the 4th team foul. Zeta Colback back in for Marshfield. And she's joined by Kaylee Sharon, 5'8 senior. Who's averaging 1.6 per game. And Natalie Konitz, 5'7 junior, averaging 2.6. West inbounding near the center line. Pass comes into Geary on the near side. Drives into the lane. Ball slapped loose. Gets it back. Back out top again to Charlie Martin. Top of the circle. Hammond drives. Gets in the lane. Twists and turns in there. Double teamed. Now comes back outside again. Toman in the corner. Back outside. Hammond with it. Some tight defense here by Marshfield. Baseline to Lenz, 15-footer away and missed. Ball comes outside, grabbed back up and in by Lana Hammond, and she's fouled as well. Several players had a chance at that rebound. Hammond grabbed it, flung it back up towards the basket. It rolled in, and she's fouled as well. Basket is good. Foul is on Colbeck. Her first foul, 5th team foul. Lena Hammond. Foul line left, attempting a 3-point play. It's up and in. And West leads by 2, their first lead, at 10:10 remaining in the first half. Tigers back on offense. Colbeck top of the key. Comes near side to Sharon. Cayley back out top to Grant Corvitz. Colbeck on the far wing. Man-to-man defense by West. Colbeck in the lane, turned away. Outside Grant Corvitz for three. It's good. Ashley Grant Corvitz hits her 28th three of the year. Marshfield goes back up by one, and we have a Tiger timeout there first. 9:50 remaining in the first half. Our score is Marshfield 7, Oshkosh West 6.
An employee at once asked me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Marshfield up by one, 7-6, almost halfway through the first half here at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Oshkosh West coming lane to the floor. Hamann will throw it in. Comes in long to Geary. Picked up by Colbeck. Hamann gets it back, comes across the 10-second line on Grant Corvitz. Seacar not in the ballgame right now for West. Lenz on the near side. Holds outside the arc. Comes back outside again. Hamann on the lane. Drops the ball. Picked up by Colbeck. A 1-on-3. Ball tipped away from behind and claimed again by Oshkosh West. Wildcats come right back down the floor. Near side Tolman stopped at the arc. Carey on the near wing goes baseline to Martin. Short jumper is missed. Rebound to Lenz. Fish follows and missed. And Kaylee Sharon there to grab the rebound for Marshfield. And then throws the ball down the floor where it's intercepted by Hamann. That's 8 Tiger turnovers. Halfway through the first half, Tigers lead 7-6. West basketball. Far side Martin. Holds outside the arc. Geary top of the circle. Baseline hits Hamann. Goes cross court again to Geary, down the lane, double team. Flings it up off the glass and in. Geary tossing the ball towards the basket. It rolls in for two. And West goes back up by one with 8:40 remaining in the first half. Now Marshfield on offense. Here's Schuler top of the key. Colbeck holds the ball outside the arc. Wants a screen from Grant Corvitz. Schuler gets it back. Far side, Kaylee Sharon holds the basketball. Now Grant Corvitz out front for three. Good again. Second three for Ashley Grant Corvitz. Marshfield goes back up by two. Oshkosh West on the attack. Far side, Charlie Martin on the drive. Baseline to Lenz, stopped in the corner. Geary goes far side to Tolman. She'll hold it on the far wing. Defense by Kaylee Sharon. Back in the corner. Martin with it on the drive, stopped on the foul line. Comes back near side. Geary goes baseline, turned away. Martin back on the wing. She'll drive on Schuler, get inside, hook it up, no good, but Lenz rebounds and puts it up and missed it. Gets it back and lays it up and missed it again. And Schuler there for the rebound. Tigers going to break there on two misses by Grace Lenz. Marshfield to forecourt, leading by two. Colbeck out front. Defense there by Tolman. Grant Corvitz on the drive, stop, hands back to Schuler. Reala drops the ball but grabs it back at the sideline. Man-to-man defense by West. Colbeck on the far wing, holds the ball. Picked up by Lenz, a big mismatch there. Zeta 5'4", Lenz 6'1". Zeta backs it out, far side to Grant Corvitz. Holds on the wing, now takes a three and connects. 3 threes for Ashley Grant Corvitz here in the first half. And Marshfield opens up a 5-point lead. West back on offense, 6:50 in the period. Near side, Martin on the drive is cut off. Hands to Tolman in the lane, short jumper up and missed, but she gets knocked down for her efforts, and a Tiger foul call on the play. Call is on Kaylee Sharon, first on Kaylee. 16th foul. Oshkosh West has not committed a foul yet in this ballgame. First free throw on the way, around and out. Seacar coming back in for Oshkosh West. And Marshfield brings back Ridgeway, Bosom, Grant Corvitz, and home And Natalie Connaughton as well. One more foul shot for Morgan Tolman, who's a 37% free throw shooter for the year. Her second shot is up and no good. Kicks out long and grabbed by Grand Corvus. Tigers have the ball and a 5-point lead. Ashley crossing the timeline. Far side hits Mackenzie home. Baseline to Ridgeway. Emma in the corner, harassed there by Geary, but comes back outside to Bosa. Iona stopped out top, she'll back it out. Picked up near side by Williams. Now Grant Corvitz outside the arc. Goes to the baseline, can't get inside. Bosa in the corner, she'll drive, knock a girl down, but that girl was not set. And Lena Hammond gets the foul from Oshkosh West, her first, and just the first team foul against the Wildcats. It comes with 6:18 remaining in the first half. Tigers inbounding, lob out top to Bosa, top of the circle. Ridgeway holds on the near wing, back to Iona, top of the key. Seacar out to play her, she'll drive down the lane, cut off. Look for some help, swings it back near side, Ridgeway in the corner. Emma drives inside, back into home, and right back to Bosa in the circle. Man-to-man defense here by West. Grant Corvitz between the circles. Cut off, comes back to Ridgeway on the near side. Emma holds outside the arc, harassed there by Williams. She'll drive inside, drop the ball, taken away by Geary. She has a 1-on-2, she'll drive one home, lay it up and miss it, tip back outside and claimed by Williams. West has it back, Geary back in the corner, drives inside, hooks it up, and it rolls out of there again. Rebound back up and missed by Hammond, and finally secured by Grand Corvitz. Each team has seen some good shots tonight. Marshfield back down the floor. Bosom in the corner. Goes to the baseline and throws the ball cross-court over Holmes' head out of bounds. Tigers have 9 turnovers here in the first half. Briella Schuler reports back in from Marshfield, replacing Natalie Connitz. 5:26 remaining first half. Marshfield leads Oshkosh West 13-8. Oshkosh West on offense in front court to our left. Geary on the far side hits Tolman outside the arc. Hammond top of the key. Holds it there. Comes back near side to Williams. Picked up by Bosom. Drives at the foul line, turned away. Passing into Seacar. Ball slapped away. But grabbed back in the corner, then tossed away again and stolen by Marshfield. Tigers come to the front court. Van Kovitz on the run out, and she'll be blocked and fouled going to the basket. Oshkosh West foul here. Kiana Williams on the foul, her first, just the second team foul. Change for Oshkosh West, Rowan Tigert, 5'10 junior, averaging 1.8 per game, enters the ballgame. Tigers inbounding, baseline front court, home looking. Schuler in the corner, along the baseline, tried to get the ball out of bounds off a West defender. Ball's on the floor, and tie ball called. Schuler was stuck in that corner and tried to bounce the ball off an Oshkosh West defender out of bounds, but the ball didn't go out of bounds, and so it was a free ball, and West recovers it. Zeta Kolbeck back in, as Oshkosh West comes back up the floor, trailing by 5. 4:45 in the period. Pass on the far side to Geary. Dumps it to Seacar in the corner. Picked up by Ridgeway. Seacar in the far wing. Starts to drive. Gets inside. Stop. Goes up off the glass and missed it. And Schuler in traffic grabs the rebound and she's fouled. Strong rebound by Royala in traffic. And through contact from Rowan Tigert, her first foul. And the third team foul. Haley Klum back in for Marshfield for Iona Bosa. 4.5 remaining in the first half. Marshfield leads Oshkosh West 13-8 in a very low-scoring ball game this afternoon. Tiger ball in front court to our right. Schuler outside the arc. Kolbeck top of the key. Williams on her tightly. Starts to drive in the lane, baseline to home. A long 2 on the way, no good. Ball's on the floor, knocked out of bounds, and goes to Oshkosh West. That's hit by Ridgeway. Oshkosh West coming length of the floor, trailing by 5. Tigers apply some backcourt pressure. Charlie Martin with the basketball. Moves across the timeline on Zeta Kolbeck. Geary passing inside. Short jumper by Tigert up and in. Turnaround jumper by Rowan Tigert. Marshall leads by 3. Tigers back down the floor. Far side, Ridgeway. Holds outside the arc. Fullback top of the circle. Penetrates, gets down the lane. Short jumper in the lane is missed. And the rebound cleared by Secar. She's double team, dribbles out of it. And now Oshkosh West on the run out. Lead for Tiger behind the defense. She'll drive and score. That cuts the Tiger lead down to 1. 3.5 remaining in the first half. Marshfield on the attack. Schuler on the near side. Baseline to Holm in the corner. Downstairs, Ridgeway in the lane to Klum. Short jumper up and missed, but Haley walked at the basketball. That's 11 first half turnovers. Grant Horvitz and Sharon back in for Marshfield. Ridgeway and Colbeck are out. 3:21 remaining first half. Marshfield leads 13-12. Oshkosh West coming late to the floor. Pass comes to Gary, back to Secar, and she moves across the timeline for Oshkosh West. Defense by Grant Horvitz. Holds the ball. Comes baseline to Martin. Goes baseline on Ridgeway, turned away. Secar has it back, can't dribble through that lane area. Tiger back out top. Holds it, top of the circle. Now Martin looks in from out top. She'll penetrate, get inside. Back in the corner, Secar on the attack, gets inside. Inside feed to Tiger, layup is good. Tiger from Secar, and Oshkosh West back on top by 1. 2:45 in the period. Tigers back in the attack zone. Holm out top. Baseline to Kaylee Sharon, but the ball goes through her hands out of bounds. The Tigers have suffered 12 turnovers in the first half. Oshkosh West brings Lena Holman back in for Kiana Williams. 2:40 remaining in the first half. Oshkosh West leads 14-13. West coming up the floor. Gary across the timeline on Mackenzie Holm. Mackenzie poking at the basketball. Gary maintains possession. Hands back to Secar. Defense by Grant Horvitz. Can't take the lane. Now tries again. Gets inside. Has her shot blocked at the bounce. Secar goes down hard, but she's pulled up by her teammates. West will inbound. Baseline front court. Brenna Gary will throw it in. Looking. Lobs on the far side, taken there by Martin. In the lane, jumper is up and in by Lena Holman. Holman for 2, and West goes up by 3, their biggest lead. Tiger ball, Grant Horvitz is an open 3 and misses it. And the rebound cleared by Lena Holman. She's double teamed, and before she loses possession, Oshkosh West takes a timeout. Wildcats' first timeout. 2:10 remaining in the first half. Our score is Oshkosh West 16 and the Marshfield Tigers 13. Again, earlier today, the Marshfield Tiger boys basketball team won its contest at the Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook Shootout at Concordia University of Mequon, defeating Ashwaubenon 58-45. The Auburndale boys basketball tournament coming up this evening in the third place game. Augusta faces WIAA Fremont at 6 p.m. Nielsen and Auburndale at 7:30. 15 on 92.7 FM WPKG from Tim Anderson Gym in Auburndale. We've had 5 lead changes in this ball game, no ties, but neither team is led by more than 5. 2:10 remaining in the first half, and Oshkosh West leads by 3. Wildcats coming late to the floor. Inbound pass to Brenna Gary, starts out on Mackenzie Holm and moves across the timeline. Holman at the foul line, turned away there. Holman on the far wing, brings it back near side to Gary, picked up by Bosa. Now Secar top of the circle, gets a screen, drives on Grant Horvitz, cut off. Baseline Holman, three-pointer away, no good. The rebound claimed by Tigert, however. And so West retains possession. Secar on the drive, cut off, spins in the lane. Back outside Tigert, holds outside the arc, pass downstairs once again to Holman. She's in too deep, but hands to Martin. Back out top Secar for an open 3, no good. Long rebound cleared by Schuler. WIAA comes back across the 10-second line, far side Grant Horvitz. Back out top Schuler on the drive, cut off. Hands to Bosom, Ayana for 3, on the way, too short. Secar grabs the rebound for West. Oshkosh West on the attack. Secar in the circle. Pass far side to Martin. Penetrates, cut off, back outside Gary, going down the lane, stopped by Holm. Out front once again, Secar, 60 seconds of the period. Pass far side to Martin. Drives on Bosa to the dotted line. Spins there. No shot. Gary on the far side. She'll back it out. 50 seconds remaining first half. Oshkosh West leads by 3. Brenna Geary out near the center line. Harassed by Mackenzie Holm. Pass far side. Grabbed by Martin. Clock down to 40 seconds. Now Tigert out top. Near side Geary once again. Holds the ball. Cross court Seacart. The lob in for Tigert down low. Goes up and missed the shot. Tigert got knocked down on the play. And we'll have a Tiger foul here, likely on Rayella Schuler. First on Rayella. That is the 17th foul. So Oshkosh West in the bonus. Rowan Tigert foul line left where she is 4 of 7 for the year. And her first try is no good. 29 seconds remaining first half. West leads 16-13. Morgan Tolman back in for West for Charlie Martin. Rowan Tigert with a second free throw for Oshkosh West. And she fires, and this one no good. Kicks out long and grabbed by West. Seacar baseline to Hammond. Short jumper good. West scores off the offensive rebound. They lead by 5, 20 seconds of the period. Marshfield to forecourt. Grant Corvus on the far wing with 16. As we close out the first half, Marshfield down by 5. Grant Corvus in the circle with 10. Out top, Klum with 8. Harassed out there with 7. Drops the ball, flings the far side to Grant Corvus. Pulls up, 15-footer up, and no good. Rebound to Tiger, taken away by Klum, but the ball goes out of bounds as time expires, ending the first half of basketball here at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm Malachi from Northside Computers and Cellular. We are currently offering a great savings of 2 phone lines for $50, and it includes unlimited talk, text, and data. Stop down at Northside Computers and Cellular, 907 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, to see how you can save on your internet, cable, and phone bills. We have the best providers under one roof. 2
phone lines, $50. Get mobile, internet, and television all under one roof. Northside Computer and Cellular of Marshfield.
To make products fresh and Wisconsin proud. 3 generations of Hyman family are committed to blending nature, science, artistry, and tradition for their signature scrumptious and delightful cheese. Their passion ensures they will never stop learning. The family dairy has licensed cheesemakers along with master cheesemakers Ken, Tom, and Brian. Their desire for award-winning, exceptional cheese is something we know you'll taste and believe.
Stay with us now for a halftime sports update on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. I'm Gene DeLisio. Let's check some basketball scores from throughout central Wisconsin on Thursday. First of all, at the Marshfield tournament last night, in the first round, Oshkosh West beat Wausau West 78-43, and the Marshfield Tigers lost their ball game to Hudson 61-59. 41-42 as Hudson opened the second half with a 41-19 run. Ashley Grand Corvettes led Marshfield in that ball game with 20 points. We're now in the second day of competition at the Marshfield Classic. Girls basketball on Thursday at the Century Classic at UW Stevens Point. Columbus Dons lost to Auburn Bancroft 49-29. Fond du Lac beat Wisconsin Rapids 64-44. Pacelli beat Edgar 68-24.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and now going on the Red Tag Sales Event. Take an extra $500 off select models. Chevy Silverado, the Trailblazer, the Equinox Blazer, and more. Stop on in and talk to one of our sales consultants today. And Merry Christmas from Wheeler Chevrolet.
At 4 o'clock today. At the Menominee Tournament, the Stanley Boyd girls basketball team lost to Rice Lake last night 75-20. Aliyah Allard led Stanley Boyd with 7 points. At the Wisconsin Dells Classic, Medford held off Ripon 44-41. Wisconsin Dells beat Intego 70-35. Meanwhile, some non-conference girls basketball games played on Thursday. Neillsville beat Auburndale 59-25. Maddie Devel and Paris Opelt each scored 14 for Neillsville. Auburndale led by Rose Hazenor with 6. The Loyal girls upended Rosholt 57-24. For Loyal, Alyssa Zvolena had 18 points and 12 rebounds. Sheila Telek and Mallory Jacoby also scored 10 for Loyal. Abbotsford beat Thorpe 54-21. Amherst beat Newman 64-47. And Rhinelander stopped Ashland 75-39. Rhinelander's Aubryn Clark scored 41 points for the Hodags in that game. Lily Trader added 18 in that contest for Rhinelander. High school boys basketball action on Thursday at the Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook Shootout at Concordia University in Mequon. The Marshfield Tigers won their ball game with Onalaska 51-43. Tigers led by Chris Pohl with 13 points. Brooks Hinson had 11 points and 9 rebounds. Landon Lee added 10 for the Tigers. Also at the WBY Shootout on Thursday, the Columbus Dons knocked off Fond du Lac Winnebago Lutheran 75-58. For Columbus, Blake Jacoby and Charlie Moore each scored 18 points. Cy Becker 17, Lucas Kreklo 10. And Marathon trimmed Racine Prairie 57-54. Grant Rowan led Marathon with 22 points. Drew Wolfel added 11 for the Raiders. Earlier today, the Marshall
Team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
At the Green Bay Preble Tournament, Mosinee beat Green Bay Preble 84-63. For Mosinee, Keegan Jerschley scored 29 points, Landon Tomer 17, Cole Kowalski 16, and Aiden Shaughnessy tossed in 10. Mosinee plays Southern Door in the championship game at 5 o'clock today. And in non-conference boys basketball action last night, Pittsfield beat Necedah 57-50. Pittsfield led by Dawson Luther with 19 points. Jake Hardinger scored 14. Ben Friday 13. Loyal beat Washoe 62-30. Alma Center Lincoln dropped Greenwood 67-20. Thorpe stopped Abbotsford 74-40. For Thorpe, Brady Stewart scored 26, Dylan Matson 25, and Logan Henson added 10. Gleason Totsky led Abbotsford with 8. Also in non-conference boys basketball last night, Amherst subdued Newman 61-46, and Rhinelander beat Ashland 54-32. We'll return to the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield for more Tiger girls basketball in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Citizen State Bank of Loyal, community-owned, community-minded. They welcome the opportunity to serve you no matter what life brings. Arts Body Shop, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Quality body and frame work, including custom work. High school sports is also brought to you courtesy of Chips Hamburgers, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Charbroiled fresh and instant service. Walk in or drive up. Can you handle Chips, champ?
Second half action underway at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Tiger girls in Oshkosh West, early second half. West leads 18-13. Tiger ball in front court to our left. Schuler passing in the lane, ball knocked loose and stolen by West. Tigers had 12 turnovers in the first half. That's 13 now for the ball game. Oshkosh West back on the floor with a 5-point lead, their biggest of the contest. Near side, here's Tillman on the way for 3, no good. Schuler lost the rebound and goes out of bounds. Last hit by Grand Corvitz. Tigers scored 13 points in that first half, 11 by Ashley Grand Corvitz, who had 3 3-point baskets. West inbounding, baseline front court. Gary looking, lobs outside, grabbed by Tillman on the far wing. She comes back out front for Oshkosh West. Pass comes near side to Charlie Martin, harassed by Schuler. Martin starts to drive, cut off. Near side, Seacar with it. Seacar, by the way, held to just 1 basket in the first half. Takes the ball back in the circle, lines up and fires and connects. Seacar for 2, and West leads by 7, their biggest lead, early second half. Tigers on offense, Bosom on the far wing. Tigers have gone a long time without points. I think that one time they led 13-8. Now they trail 20-13. Bosom far side. That pass knocked down. Stolen by Geary. Hands to Martin. She'll drive and missed the shot, but fouled on the play. Long scoreless stretch here for Marshfield. Emma Ridgway on that foul. Her first team foul.
Team first in the second half.
Brenna Geary, 6 of 9 on the foul line this season. Shooting 2, her first shot is good. And Mackenzie Holm coming back in for Marshfield for Iona Bosom. 90 seconds into the second half, and West leads 21-13. Second free throw for Brenna Geary. She fires. This one is around and out, and claimed by Riala Schuler. Riala's 5th rebound. Ahead to Kolbeck in front court. Zeta stopped out top. She'll back it out. In the far wing, hands to Holm on the cut. Her shot blocked and picked off by Geary. West has it back, leading by 8. Seacar out front, comes back near side to Tolman. Baseline a 3 by Martin on the way, no good. Long rebound though, claimed by West. Seacar foul line jumper on the way and missed. Rebound in the corner and grabbed by Mackenzie Holm. That's 5 rebounds for Mackenzie. Now Marshfield back down the floor looking for some points. They have not scored in quite some time. Down now by 8 early second half. Kolbeck in the corner. Defense there by Seacar. She'll come back out to the hash mark. Still holds top of the circle. Ridgway on the far wing. Emma picked up by Geary. Needs some help. Hands to Schuler. Now Kolbeck top of the circle, right back to Ayala. Baseline Grand Corvitz. There's a 3-point try, too short. And the long rebound claimed by Lena Hammond of Oshkosh West. West on the run out. Hammond near side stops. Baseline to Toman. She'll drive inside. Hand to Secar for the lay-in. Oshkosh West goes up by 10. 15 minutes left in regulation time. We have a ball knocked away out of bounds. And goes back to Oshkosh West. Tigers with 15 turnovers in this ball game. And Marshfield wants a timeout here. Tigers take a timeout, their second, 15:02 remaining in regulation time. Our score is Oshkosh West 23, Marshfield Tigers 13. More basketball in just a moment.
Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Looking for that special place to call home? We offer a variety of loan products that fit your needs. It's one of the advantages of working with a community bank. You're independent, so are we. Partners Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tigers down by 10. Oshkosh West inbounding. Sideline, baseline front court. Pass comes into Grace Lenz, back in the corner. Geary for 3, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Marshfield. Grabbed by Holm. But then a lead pass knocked down, stolen away once again by West. Gracie Ridgway comes in for Marshfield, 5'9" junior, averaging 2.2 points per game. West on offense, up by 10. Baseline Hammond. Guys baseline on Gracie Ridgway. Turned away down low. Pass back outside. Knocked out of bounds by Klum. If I recall correctly, Marshfield at one time led 13-8. They now trail 23-13. Kiana Williams reports back in for Oshkosh West. Lena Hammond is out. 14.5 to play. Tigers trail 23-13. West inbounding, sideline front court. Lob for Secar on the far sideline. Defense by Grand Corvitz. Stands out top, far side Williams. Can't back in, turns. Ridgway on her tightly, but now comes back outside again. Geary on the far wing. Poked at by Holm. Geary stopped on the foul line. Near side to Secar. She'll penetrate, stopped on the foul line. Comes back to Geary outside the arc. Man-to-man defense by Marshfield. Geary holds the ball. Holm on her tightly. Hands back to Secar in the center circle. And we have a hold away from the ball, I believe, and a call coming, I think, on Marshfield. It's on Haley Klum. Haley's second foul. Second team foul. Kaylee Sheeran back in for Gracie Ridgway in the Tiger lineup. West inbounding, baseline front court. Geary will look. Lob to Secar on the far wing. She'll drive in the lane, lean in, scoop shot partially blocked out of bounds. And goes out of bounds to Oshkosh West. Long scoreless drought here for the Tigers. West inbounding, baseline front court. Their lead is 10. Geary will throw it in. Comes way out top to Secar. Backs it out into the center line. Tigers stay man-to-man. Secar drives. Cut off. Gives to Geary on the near side. Back to Secar baseline. Picked up by Grand Corvitz. Downstairs Lenz. Back to Geary. She'll penetrate in the lane. Cut off. Secar has it back. She's stopped in the lane. On the far wing, Tolman holds the basketball. Williams in the corner. Here's a three-point try up and no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds after Schuler had secured it. Goes out of bounds to Marshfield. 13.5 left in the second half. Marshfield trails 23-13. Oshkosh West has scored 15 straight here. Charlie Martin comes back in for West for Morgan Tillman. Tigers looking for any offense they can generate here. Mackenzie Holman backcourt. She'll cross the 10-second line on Williams. Schuler out front. Pass far side to Grand Corvitz. Ashley way outside the arc, goes baseline, pulls up, 15-footer up, no good, and a standing rebound for Grace Lenz. West has the ball back, leading by 10. Near side, Geary gets a screen. Pick and roll into Lenz, down low. Short jumper out the way, no good. Ball loose, out of bounds, and last hit by Klum. Last night against Hudson, Hudson had a 17-0 run against Marshfield. And right now, Oshkosh West on a 15-0 run. West inbounding, baseline front court. Geary will look and lob outside to Secar. Can't drive on Grand Corvitz. Geary has it back on the wing. Secar takes it back top of the key. Starts to move ahead, still holds it outside the arc. Martin top of the circle off a screen from Lenz. Can't drive. Far side Toman. Cross-court feed grabbed by Geary, stopped on the foul line. Baseline Lenz, show drive inside, stopped down low. Brings it back outside the Secar. Stopped on the arc. Holds the ball there. Now Martin looks in from the far wing. Can't penetrate. Gives back to Williams. Each team playing good man-to-man defense tonight. Williams in the lane, spins, off-balance shot goes up and it rolls in. Tough shot for Kiana Williams for two. Oshkosh West goes up by 12. 12:15 left in regulation time. It's Marshfield ball. Home crossing the timeline for the Tigers. Hands back outside to Schuler. Right now a 17-0 run for Oshkosh West. Klum on the near side. Boy, Holm clapping her hands with the basket. McKenzie open now low. The Tigers don't see her. Holm dribbles around, comes back outside to Holm. Cross-court Schuler. And we have a Tiger timeout. Tigers take their third timeout. 11:51 remaining in regulation time. And Oshkosh West leads Marshfield 25-13.
Mattress, All Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
West in a 17-0 run. They lead by 12. 11:50 remaining in the second half. Tigers inbounding, sideline front court. Grand Corvitz lobs out top to Holm. Zeta Kolbeck with it, starts to penetrate, stopped on the foul line. Drops the ball, gets it back. Far side Grand Corvitz goes baseline, gets inside. A left-hander is partially blocked and grabbed by Secar. Now it's West back down the floor. Secar on the far wing. Inside to Lenz. Short jumper away, and it rolls out. Tipped outside and claimed by West. Wildcats retain possession. Geary top of the circle. Knocked loose. Stolen by Holm. Lead for Bosa. On a run out. She'll drive and miss the lay-in. Rebound to Kolbeck. Hands to Grand Corvitz. She shoots and misses. Now the rebound now cleared by Charlie Martin, who's then fouled. Marshfield with two close-in shots. And nothing would fall. Tigers still able to score the ball here. Rowan Tigert comes back in. Foul on Mackenzie Holm, her second, and the third team foul. West inbounding, baseline backcourt. They lead by 12. Secar has the ball. Starts out across the timeline on Grand Corvitz. Secar on the drive, cut off. Tiger comes back outside again to Geary. West resetting, Secar outside the arc. Goes back far side to Williams. Pass downstairs, Tiger comes right back out again. Here's a three-point try, up and in for Geary. Geary for three, and West leads by 15. They've scored 20 straight points. Tiger basketball. Near side, Bosom for three, no good. Rebound back up and missed by Holm, but a foul on the play. Mackenzie Holm at 5'5", now has 7 rebounds in this ballgame. That's a West foul. It's called on Charlie Martin, her first team foul. Mackenzie Holm, 3 of 8 on the foul line this year. Line left for 2. Her first try is no good. Lena Hammond back in for Oshkosh West. 10:28 remaining in regulation time. And West leads Marshfield 28-13. West right now in a 20-0 run. Holm's second free throw is good. And that breaks that 20-0 run by Oshkosh West. Tigers now trail by 14. Putting on backcourt pressure. Charlie Martin up the floor for Oshkosh West. Stopped by Bosom on the far wing. Far side, Gary with the basketball. Lena Hamann out near the center line. Comes back on the near side. Martin has it back. Secar holds in the near corner. Picked up by Grand Corvitz. Paige Secar playing college basketball next year at Oshkosh. Gives in the lane. Short jumper by Gary up and no good. Schuler there for the rebound for the Tigers. Long front court pass goes down the floor out of bounds. Touched by no one. It'll be West basketball. That's 16 Tiger turnovers. Oshkosh West coming length of the floor, leading by 14 with 9:50 left in regulation time. Secar throws in and finds Gary in backcourt. Starts out on Mackenzie Holm. Tigers have gone now over 8 minutes without a basket here in the second half, plus a long spell in the first half. Tiger on the near side. They'll give her some room. Cross-court feed to Martin. Picked up by Bosom. Pass far side, not out of bounds by Mackenzie Holm. Morgan Tolman back in for West for Charlie Martin. 9.5 remaining in regulation time. West leads Marshfield 28-14. West inbounding, sideline front court. Secar in backcourt will recross on Grand Corvitz. Gets a screen on the far side. Goes back on the near side to Gary. She'll penetrate in the lane, lean in, tries a scoop shot, but lost it, but gets it back. Hands inside, short jumper up, and it rolls out for Tolman, and Schuler there for the rebound for Marshfield. Grand Corvitz handles the basketball here. Ashley comes across the timeline. Bosom on the near side. Hits Colbeck. Zeta goes baseline, pulls up without the shot. Needs some help in the Grand Corvitz. Short jumper rolls out of there. Tipped around. Still loose and claimed by Tigers. Boy, the Tigers can't buy a basket to save their lives tonight. Lead pass goes down the floor. Short jumper up and in for Morgan Tolman. Tolman scores. Oshkosh West by 16. 8:40 remaining. Marshfield back on offense. Bosom along the sideline. Comes back outside. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Gary. Tigers have no baskets in the second half. I have 8:35 remaining in regulation time, plus a long dry spell to end the first half. So Tigers are going a long spell here without a basket. Tiger ball, Grand Corvitz in the lane, leans in, 10-footer up and in. Ashley scores it. Tigers down by 14. Marshall with backcourt pressure. Gary has the ball up the sideline on Holm. Moves across the 10-second line. Far side, Tolman holds the basketball on Bosom. Gary back out front. Gary still with it. Top of the circle, Hamann with it. A lot of outside passing here by West. Tolman has it back. Baseline Tigert in the corner. She'll take a long shot. Around and out. Ball's on the floor and claimed by Schuler. 9 rebounds for Ayala. Comes to front court. Grand Corvitz far wing. Three-pointer on the way. It rolls out of there. Oshkosh West secures the rebound. Grabbed by Hamann, her fifth. Now 7:40 remaining. Oshkosh West by 14. Here's West back down the floor. Gary on the far side. Bounces to Tolman in the corner. She'll fall down, and the ball secured by Holm. Up ahead to Colbeck. She lost it, but grabbed again by Schuler. Tigers retain possession, down by 14. Grand Corvitz top of the key. Near side to Bosom. Ayana outside the arc. Starts to drive at the foul line, leans in, shoots, and scores. 2 for Ayana Bosom. Tigers down by 12 with 7:05 to play. Ayana did not score last night against Hudson. That's her first basket of this ball game. West to forecourt, but we have a West timeout. Oshkosh West takes time, their second timeout. 6:57 remaining in regulation time. Our score, Oshkosh West 30 and the Marshfield Tigers 18.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Through the process. Save even more time. Check out our online mortgage application at forward.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 422932.
Marshfield Tigers averaging 60 points per game, held to 18 so far in this ball game. 6:55 left in regulation time. Oshkosh West ball in front court to our right. Seacar harassed by Ridgeway out top. Starts to drive in the lane, stopped, off-balance shot, no good. The rebound to Rayella Schuler, her 10th. Tigers to front court, Bosom on the far side. Stopped by Geary outside the arc, can't go baseline. Schuler back outside, now Colbeck top of the circle. Zeta pulls it out. Harassed by Williams out there. Starts to penetrate, cut off, baseline to Ridgeway. Back to Grand Corvitz for three, good. Ashley's fourth three-pointer of this ball game. Tigers down by 9 with 6:15 left. Here's Oshkosh West back down the floor. Geary between the circles. Far side hits Hammond. Tigert in the corner. Picked up by Schuler. Back out top. Seacar holds on Ridgeway. She'll back it out. Now Geary at the center line. 5:55 left, West by 9. Geary baseline. Inside feed broken up by Ridgeway, but grabbed by Hammond in the far corner. Back outside Seacar on the drive, gets inside, scoop shot good. Seacar with 8. West by 11 with 5:40 remaining. Marshfield on the attack. Here's Schuler on the near side. Van Corvitz back out front. Goes far side to Ridgeway. Geary on her tightly. Emma, harass, has the ball stripped loose, gets it back. Now finds Schuler in the center circle. Near side to Colbeck. Man-to-man defense by West. Zeta Colbeck in the corner. She'll drive on Seacar. Stop down low. Inside feed to Grand Corvitz. Through traffic. Ball tipped loose, but grabbed by Bosom on the far wing. Iona penetrates into Schuler. Short jumper partially blocked by Tigert, who then grabs it. West back up the floor, leading by 11, 5 minutes to play in regulation time. Geary along the far sideline. Hits Williams between the circles. Geary has it back, harassed by Bosom. Now Seacar top of the key, picked up by Ridgeway. Man-to-man defense by Marshfield. Tigert on the far sideline. Lobs back cross court, bad pass, but picked up by Hammond. She'll shoot and hit a 15-footer. Dangerous pass, but Hammond grabs it and connects. West by 13 with 4.5 left. Tigers back to forecourt. Here's Colbeck on the near wing. Schuler baseline, 4-3, no good, kicks out long, and Ridgeway's on the floor, so looks like an Oshkosh West foul coming here on the rebound. Calls on Brenna Geary of West, her first, the second team foul. West, by the way, called so far tonight for 5 fouls for the entire ball game. Tigert out, Charlie Martin back in for West. Tigers inbound, Grand Corvitz in the corner. Back out top to Schuler, near side to Ridgeway. Emma holds on the wing. Colbeck has it back top of the key. Gets a screen from Schuler. Backs it out once again. And now Grand Corvitz takes it near the timeline. Back to Bosom, open for a three-point try. No good, ball's on the floor. Grabbed by Ridgeway, back up and missed. And Seacar there for the rebound for West. West on offense, up by 13 with 3:50 remaining. Williams near side, drops the ball, picked up by Grand Corvitz. Ashley has a one-on-one, she'll drive, lay it up and in. Grand Corvitz has 18, her teammates have 5. Marshfield down by 11, 3:35 remaining. Oshkosh West to front court. Seacar goes into backcourt to grab a tip ball. Comes back near side to Martin. Now top again, Kiana Williams with it. Geary on the near sideline. Oshkosh West taking their time. They lead by 11. with 3:15 remaining. And Oshkosh West wants time. Wildcats use their second timeout. 3:15 remaining in regulation time. Our score is
Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Chai.
Chai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Oshkosh West leads by 11, 3:15 left in regulation time. West inbounding, sideline front court. Lena Hamann will throw it in. Comes in backcourt to Geary. And she'll recross on Bosom. Near side, Hamann has it back. Underneath, Holman wide open, but missed the lay-in. And Bosom there for the rebound. Lena back to front court, pulls up on the wing. Her shot partially blocked, knocked into bounds, and last hit by Schuler. Marshfield at one point led 13-8. Since then, West on a 26-10 run, including a 20-0 spurt. West inbounding, baseline backcourt, 2:55 to play. Charlie Martin starts out on Rayala Schuler. She'll cross the 10-second line. Toman on the near wing, picked up by Grand Corvitz. Seacar at the foul line, she'll back it out. Going down the lane, leans in, scoop shot good. 10 for Paige Seacar. West by 13, we have 2:35 remaining. Tigers back on offense. Colbeck on the far wing. Hands to Grand Corvitz. Starts to penetrate, cut off. Baseline Ridgeway. Emma in the corner, she'll drive on Seacar. Stop down low. Needs some help and throws the ball outside, what's stolen by Gary. Tigers have 17 turnovers. Up ahead, a lead pass to Martin, and she lays it in. West back up by 15 with 2:05 remaining. Tigers to forecourt. Colbeck between the circles. Standing dribble. Can't penetrate. Gary on her very tightly. Now Zeta drives. Off balance shot goes up and it rolls off. But Zeta fouled on the shot. Tigers will get free throws here. Brenna Geary on the foul, her second, third team foul. Klum and Holm back in for Marshfield for Ridgeway and Bosom. No free throws here. Tigers inbounding, baseline front court. Colbeck will throw it in. Far corner, Grand Corvitz can't get off the three. Schuler back out front, comes near side to Holm. Baseline Colbeck for three, offline. Ball's on the floor and grabbed by Charlie Martin. She's then knocked down, and a Tiger foul coming on this play. Marshfield foul on Haley Klum. That's Haley's third foul. Fourth team foul. Neither team in the bonus as of yet. 1:40 left. West by 15. West back across the 10-second line. Here's Toman on the near side. Holds the ball on Klum. Gary back out top, harassed by Holm. Gary starts to drive, goes down the lane, inside feed, short jumper up and in for Elena Hamann. Hamann with 11 and double figures for the sixth time this year. West by 17, their biggest lead, 1:15 to play. Marshfield ball, Klum gets baseline, gets inside and overlays, but there's some contact there and a foul called. West girl went down on the play. That was Charlie Martin, but she was not set. And so Martin called on the foul, her second foul, fourth team foul. Haley Klum, a 67% foul shooter, is line left for two for Marshfield. Klum is set, and her first free throw is no good. 1:11 remaining. West leads 40-23. Second free throw coming for Haley Klum of Marshfield. And this shot is on the way and no good. Kicks out long to Seacar. West ball, they up by 17 with 1:05 to play. West sets in front court to our right. Gary at the foul line. Far side, Hammond fakes the three. Brings it back out on the wing. Final minute of play, Oshkosh West by 17. Tigers held to 23 points so far in this ball game, averaging 60 per game. 23 so far tonight. Hammond on the near wing. Now 40 seconds left. Gary along the near sideline, harassed by Mackenzie Holm. Gives up her dribble. Goes far side to Toman. Final 30 seconds, ball loose, and Tolman and Schuler both go down. Ball picked up by Marshfield, however. Mackenzie Holm up ahead to Zeta Kolbeck, show drive, and missed the lay-in. And a rebounding foul here. Also a West ball player down behind the play. That's Morgan Tolman. She gets up and walks off the floor. Kiana Williams in to replace her. Kelly Sharon in for Marshfield for Haley Klum. Ball given out of bounds to Oshkosh West with 17 seconds to play. And they lead by 17. West coming length of the floor. Gary deep in backcourt. Starts out. And she'll cross the timeline on Holm with 10 seconds remaining. Marshfield Tigers ice cold tonight. Played some decent defense, but not much offense for Marshfield, and Oshkosh West will win this ball game to improve to 8-4. Tigers fall to 8-3. Our final score this afternoon: Oshkosh West 40 and the Marshfield Tigers 23. We'll have a full recap on our postgame report in just a moment.
High School Sports is being brought to you courtesy of our Broadcaster Club members, including Culver's North Central Avenue, Marshfield, a family-favorite restaurant known for made...
Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, 100 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
At the Chippewa Falls McDonald Tournament at 7 o'clock this evening. Earlier today at that McDonald Tournament, in the third place game, Ladysmith beat Luck 75-52. At the Century Classic at UW Stevens Point today, Stevens Point facing Oshkosh West in boys basketball. That's a 7:45 start at Quan Fieldhouse in Stevens Point this evening. The Mosinee boys basketball team will face Southern Door in the championship game of the Green Bay Preble Tournament tonight. Game time is 5 p.m. In other girls basketball action today, at the Century Classic, Wisconsin Rapids facing Bonduelle at the Quan Fieldhouse in Stevens Point. That game is now underway. Stevens Point meeting Fond du Lac. That game at 6 o'clock this evening at the Quan Fieldhouse in Stevens Point. At the Chippewa Falls McDonald Girls Tournament today, earlier this afternoon, Regis beat Luck 88-25. Athens and McDonald facing each other at this hour at Chippewa Falls McDonald High School. And later this evening, Gail Etter Trimpolo plays St. Croix Central. At the Green Bay Preble Tournament, Mosinee facing Green Bay Preble in the third place contest. That game now underway. Menasha St. Mary plays Oshkosh North in the championship game. That contest just starting at this hour as well. And the Miro girls basketball team is playing North Fond du Lac this evening in the championship game of the North Fond du Lac tournament. That game begins at 4 o'clock today at North Fond du Lac High School. Also, UW Stevens Point women's basketball team is playing Grinnell of Iowa this afternoon at a tournament in St. Petersburg, Florida. That ball game begins at 4 o'clock today. And UW Green Bay men face Wright State at the West Center in Green Bay today. Game time is 12 noon. That ball game underway at the West Center in Green Bay. Once again, Marshfield Tiger girls basketball team losing this evening to Oshkosh West in the second day of competition at the Marshfield Tiger girls basketball tournament. West the winner by a score of 40-23. And we'll come back with more from the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse following these messages.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Forward Bank, depositor-owned community bank, serving Clark, Taylor, Price, Wood, and Marathon counties. Member FDIC. Visit forward.bank. Hefco Floral, in the former City Hall Plaza, Marshfield. They've been your florist since 1912. Discover the power of the flower. And I-State Truck Center, 1505 South Central Avenue, Marshfield. The one place for all things heavy truck. They know what drives you.
Sternweiss & Sons has been serving the area since 1972 with quality concrete products and landscape materials. A third-generation, locally owned and operated family business, Sternweiss & Sons strives to bring you superior products and their years of experience. Sternweiss & Sons has 2 locations to serve you, the ready-mix concrete plant off County Highway H just west of Marshfield, and the block plant in Marshfield at 400 East Arnold with masonry needs, plus landscape, chimney, fireplace, brick, stone, and tile. Sternweiss & Sons, Marshfield, you can count on them.
Once again, the earlier ball game today here in Marshfield. Hudson knocked off Wausau West this afternoon, 63-43. The Oshkosh West girls basketball team gets the win tonight. They improved to 8-4 overall. The Marshfield Tigers now 8-3 overall. Tigers now off until the first Saturday in January. On the 6th of January, they'll take on Kimberly here at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Game time for that contest, 6 p.m. on the 6th of January. Coming up later this evening on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, the Cotton Bowl from Dallas, matching Ohio State and Missouri. That broadcast 6:30 this evening, right here on WOSQ. Our next high school basketball broadcast on WOSQ is Tuesday evening when the Marshfield Tiger boys basketball team plays Rhinelander here at the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Game time for that contest is 6 p.m. Again, a 6 o'clock start next Tuesday. Our broadcast begins at 5:45 this evening, or on Tuesday evening of next week, on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. Thanks to our sponsors of Tiger Basketball on WOSQ, including Draxler Transport, Hiller Shoe Value Hardware, and the House of Heating. I'm Gene Delicio. That's it from the Frederick Construction Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Again, our final score this afternoon, Oshkosh West 40 and the Marshfield Tigers 23.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Culver's North Central Avenue Marshfield, a family favorite restaurant known for made fresh butter burgers, frozen custard, and Wisconsin cheese curds. Smith Brothers Meats Colby, offering a large selection of fresh meats and cheese, plus catering services for any occasion and any reason. Highway 13 South Colby. And Partners Bank, 907 North Central Avenue Marshfield, a community bank with a variety of loan products to fit your needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tiger basketball on WOSQ is brought to us by Flacco Brothers Corporation, Merritt Electric, Culver's of Marshfield, Next Home Hub City Realty, Air Country Farm Credit Services, The Sports Den, Victory Apparel, and Partners Bank of Marshfield, Spencer and Stratford. It's Marshfield Tiger basketball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger basketball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. Let's now return to the Dan Patrick Show on 92.3 FM, WOSQ.
They're only 16th in scoring, with Jerry Judy and Cortland Sutton, two backside lock, a top 7 offensive line, and Sean Payton as a coach. Their offense scoring's behind Gardner Minshew, the Saints, the Wheeling Jags. Sean Payton gave them a chance. It's not week 3, it's week 17. It's not working. They're 26th in the league in deep passes with Jerry Judy and Cortland Sutton. They don't throw the ball deep. They have no pop. Watch their games. Sean Payton did and just said, it's not good enough. And oh, by the way, patience is wildly overrated with quarterbacks. You can see great averaging bad really quickly. Sometimes you get fooled after a year with a young quarterback, but you can mostly see it. And by the way, the Steelers have been patient. How's that working out for them? This is what, if you're eager to find out what Colin said next, just podcast it by searching The Herd. And as always, you can listen live to Colin Cowherd, weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, on Fox Sports Radio. Check this out. This is The Herd. You're excited. I'm excited. With Colin Cowherd. Bucks don't have a great offensive coach. No, but they have Baker Mayfield. And he was a number 1 pick. If Baker Mayfield wins this division, he's going to get an AFC team to the playoffs and an NFC team winning the divisional playoffs. Russell Wilson couldn't do that. This story's underplayed. And Baker's done it with Cleveland, mostly a laughingstock, let's be honest, Cleveland, in Tampa, which pre-Tom Brady had not won a playoff game in 17 years. Now, I know the division's not great, but I didn't hold that against Trevor Lawrence last year when he won his division, the AFC's out. He's doing it with a defensive coach in 2023 with a sub-500 record. Baker deserves more credit than he's getting. This is a great story. This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Wow. Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We are Unlocked, and here's what you need to know.
The Cleveland Browns are back in the playoffs for just the second time in the last 20 years. They clinched the spot with a 37-20 win over the Jets Thursday night. Joe Flacco Renaissance continued, 307 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cleveland is 4-1 with Flacco at QB and now 11-5 on the season. Kevin Stefanski is the first Browns coach with multiple playoff berths since Marty Schottenheimer in the 80s. College football, number 14 Arizona forced 6 turnovers to beat number 12 Oklahoma in the Alamo Bowl, 38-24. Kansas State won the Pop-Tarts Bowl over number 19 NC State, 28-19. More bowl action coming up today, beginning with the Gator Bowl at noon Eastern. Number 22 Clemson taking on Kentucky. In the NBA, the Pistons matched a league record by losing their 28th straight game on Thursday, falling to the Celtics in overtime, 128-122. Detroit led by as many as 21. I'm Nick Pope.
Central Wisconsin's original ESPN-FM, 92.3 WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield. You're out else you're about, but you want your Dan Patrick. Well, good news, he goes everywhere with it. If you miss the show, you can podcast it. If you want to see the show, just go to Peacock, and we stream it live every weekday. Watch past episodes too. The Dan Patrick Show, available anywhere you are, any way you want it. Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show. I love Dan Patrick! Oh my God! Home to the biggest guests and best sports talk on radio. I love it! One of my favorites! Normally, home to Dan Patrick. Hope you miss us. But today, Dan and the Danettes are off. Don't see another radio show behind my back. And filling in, it's Steve Covino and Rich Davis. There we go. That's good. Broadcasting from the Mercedes Man Cave, this is the Dan Patrick Show. All right.
Friday with CNR and Dan Patrick.
Always fun. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and please continue to hang out with us starting Monday, regular time.
Nope, starting Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. You're right. Tuesday, 2 to 4. God, holiday weekend. Happy holidays, everybody. 2 to 4 on the west, 5 to 7 on the east. Covino and Rich. Of course, wherever you stream your podcast, you search Covino and Rich. We're going to overpromise.
You know what you can do on Monday? I'm going to post Covino and Rich, the best of 2023, on our podcast feed.
Nice!
Yeah, it was on the air for Christmas Day here at the network, and Covino had the idea to put it over to our feed, so... Yeah,
let's do it!
Listen,
Do that.
It's really funny, and I'm not just saying that because